So Dr. Hassan. So Dr. Hassan, kindly
Okay.
introduce yourself and tell us where you are speaking from.
I am Dr. Abul Hassan. I am very pleased to connect with people of Ghana through this interview. I am a surgeon. I am based in Tamil Nadu, southern part of India, in the city called Erode. I am a surgeon. I run my own hospital. I am having an office. Presently, I am the chairman of Junior Doctors Network of All India, one of the important wing of Indian Medical Association.
Give us the background of what really happened a few days ago concerning one of your doctors, one of your colleagues.
Yeah. The R.G. Khar Medical College in Kolkata, the capital of West Bengal, is one of the oldest medical colleges in India. There's academically one of the best medical colleges in India, where one female doctor, aged about 28 years, was doing residency in pulmonary medicine, chest medicine, the second year. So she was on 24 hours duty on that day. She did the duty continuously for these 24 hours, 36 hours actually. Then after finishing the duty, she went to rest. Once her colleagues found that she is not returning to the duty, to the ward, they went and searched and found she was, in a very sad shape, brutally murdered and also sexually assaulted in the seminar room that is adjacent to her department where she is working. And that was really shocking. It shocked the entire nation, shocked the medical community in India. Previously also, there were instances that the female doctor were killed during their duty times. One doctor in Sedalakshmi was killed in Tamil Nadu, in my state. And another doctor last year in Kerala, Dr. Vandana Das. She was killed by the patient whom she sutured the wounds of the patient. After suturing is complete, that fellow took the knife and stabbed the doctor and went out. And she was killed. So there was, continuous kind of threat to the security and safety of our doctors, particularly working in odd hours. And this is especially very alarming when the female doctors are targeted. Female doctors are succumbing to this kind of violence. You all know the most important crucial point here is in India, maybe 100 years ago, there was no female doctor. It is a male-dominated profession. People like Dr. Anandi Boy went to US and studied medicine because she was not allowed to study medicine here. Subsequently, there are so many female doctors encouraged by Dr. Anandi Boy Joshi, started becoming doctors. And now you can see in this 100 years, nearly 60% of the people, students joining medical courses are female. So in this context, this particular incident is very, very important and made us to kind of fix this issue once for all. This is kind of now or never kind of situation today. We want to have the safety and security of resident doctors, particularly female resident doctors in our country. And we want to, that's why we have taken it as a huge issue and we are fighting.
So where exactly, you mentioned that the incident happened inside the hospital.
Yes, inside the hospital in the seminar room. See, all departments will be having a seminar room. This particular lady resident went to seminar room because that retiring room, that was not adequately equipped. So she went to the seminar room to rest
And
inside the hospital.
the suspect also works in the hospital, or he came outside of the hospital?
That is under CBI inquiry. However, the whatever is out, I can share with you. That one guy, Sanjay, were arrested in the within few days time, and it appeared that he accepted the crime. He was a police helper. Police helper. He used to come and go very frequently to the hospital. They have seen him in the CCTV near the seminar room. Few hours before her body was found in the seminar room. So on that basis, he was arrested and interrogation is going on. But we think majority of the doctors in India and particularly people in West Bengal think there must be a huge conspiracy. It is not a simple fatal attraction. There must be a huge conspiracy behind her death, behind her murder. So we wanted all the truth to come out, real culprits to be arrested. To add to this, I may also share with you that Supreme Court of India, the highest judicial body, has taken up this issue. Suo moto, voluntarily they have taken it up the issue. Though there is a CBI inquiry, this is highest inquiry body, is already started investigating. Supreme Court also has taken up suo moto and asked the CBI, Central Bureau of Investigation body, to report to the Supreme Court of India on 22nd. Whatever matter they have gathered, whatever investigation they have finished, they have to report to the Supreme Court India on 22nd, so that the entire India and the entire world will come to know who is behind this crime.
So let me get this in clear. The suspect doesn't work in the hospital.
Yeah, he is not a hospital worker, but he is a police helper in the sense he helps the police in the security and also helps the patient to come and get their treatment, kind of assisting the police in security of the hospital. He's a police helper.
Okay, so he is known in the hospital.
He
is known. They know him.
Yeah. They all people know him very well.
Okay, so we also understand that the late doctor was sexually assaulted, and how was that discovered?
There were lots of injuries on the body, starting from head to foot. There were fractures are noted. There were injuries in the private parts. Yeah, that's why it was suspected. And of course, postmortem confirmed that there is violence there.
Was she the only doctor working on that night? Because if there was a struggle, we expect people around to hear. Nobody heard any noise.
It is the most kind of sad thing that inside the hospital, so many people are on duty. But the geographically, the room is located in the farthest part of the building. Even though she cried, she shouted, probably people might not have heard her voice. That is so farther.
Okay, so let me speak to Dr. Mondal and find out, she was your colleague at the university, at the college. How would you describe her?
Yes. I personally didn't know her that day, but I'm representing whole of West Bengal joint doctors forum. We have all junior doctors all over the West Bengal. We have gathered, carrying on the movement, like how enroll himself, like what to do, what are the possibilities we have to do. So this kind of things. So the fact is that these incidents happen. That after that. Because this is a very sad thing that happened. Okay, in many of times we face violence. That is very true. From this got more momentum because this is actually a medical college. So this similar kind of incidents always occur like in the small hospitals, like district hospitals, so then the PHCs, VPHCs. So this is a major issue. Like security is a very big part because in the small hospitals there's only one, suppose one medical officers are there, two on duty nurses are there, one would be helping staffs are there. So it is quite difficult to manage patient part is there, and like there is also a lack of social awareness, like what on things they can do and what are the acts like they will well punishable for any offense to the doctors or the nurses. So this kind of things like is happening in a very rapid way. I don't know like why these incidents is happening. So, but this is a real troubling situation because residents and other doctors they face a lot of trouble because always agitated patient parties come. They have a mentality that previously like previously there was a concept like the doctor is trying the level base, they're close to the doctors, this gods, then
Mm.
they have a power in the hand. So right now, many of the things I don't know because of the social awareness, maybe because of the media or something or the else. People have a got convention now. Doctors are there to like extract money from the people. They are not doing their best. So this kind of things, and because people are easily getting away with the violence, so they are feeling that they can do anything and like the, nobody will able to do so.
So what has
This is
been
a very big
what has
issue.
been the concerns among your colleagues? I mean,
Uh,
uh,
Yeah, like our concern is like first the justice order because if justice is not provided in this case, so there is a high chance the people will think that if they can rape and murder a doctor in the hospital, which is the safest of all places, they can do it anywhere. So, so this should be a message to the public that you cannot do anything you want. There is law and order in the country that has power over you. So we want justice for her because anyway that she cannot be back because she has already left us. Her soul has already departed. We need to see that similar kind of incident doesn't occur again. And also, people don't have the guts to do it again. Might have the thought that this case is denied, then we can do it anywhere else. Anyway, there will be some strike for some day when the people will go back to the work, and this will be forgotten. There will be some punishment, not so severe. We will go out of jail in 10 or 14 days. So this kind of thing is seeking the mentality of the people. Like they talk to violence. After all, like humans and animals only, they have an animalistic instinct, but that should be suppressed by the so that everyone feels safe in the workplace. Not in the hospitals, other government and private sectors, many women doesn't feel safe. Also, men doesn't feel safe. So, like workplace violence is a real issue. So that should be addressed properly.
mm, mm.
Like I have heard from our friends and all. She was a like very genuine and good girl. She used to just study and just carry on with her own life. She doesn't have a habit of creating any kind of trouble or anything. So she has a very good reputation. Like in the previous college, she was a very good reputation. Also, she was very good in academics. She was chess medicine in RG college, which is quite a difficult subject to get because RG rank is quite high in like postgraduate counseling.
Okay.
He was a very good student and studious only.
Oh, so Dr. Hassan, you want to say something?
Yeah. I agree with Dr. Mandal. I would like to only add this very important information. We Indian Medical Association had done a study few years ago and found that nearly 70% of the doctors doing services in our country face some sort of violence. 70% of the doctors say they have faced violence, maybe minimal verbal abuse to physical abuse. Here, one thing I would like to emphasize is majority of the violence happens in the emergency departments, casualties, where our junior doctors, resident, young medicals are working. They are taking the brunt of all this unhappiness and dissatisfaction of the patient and patient attendants. This has been, kind of a very burning issue, maybe 1 or 2 decades from now. For that, we wanted to have a kind of permanent law, that is the central law against violence on doctors and medical personnel, including nurses and other staff. So this has been our demand, and today when we are protesting, and this found the first demand of our charter of demand today. Once it comes, there will be very stringent punishment for the culprits or whoever tries to attack doctors and hospitals. They will think that they will be having severe punishment. So that kind of atmosphere we want to create in this country. We have been lobbying with the government to achieve this particular law.
Mm, mm. So, have you been speaking to the family, or what is the family saying about this particular incident? I'm sure they'll be worried, so much worried that they have lost their daughter. What are they saying? There's no way she will come back, but what is the family saying?
The family is actually like devastated. Like she was the only child, and also his father is like very aged for them.
She was the only
They're
child of
very
her
sad.
parents?
Yeah.
Wow.
So the fact is that he was the only child. It's quite a like disaster situation. A family like got support from many of us people. So the fact is that is একটু পরে বলছি। So the situation in the family is like not that good. The family is very saddened by the fact, but they are having belief that some justice will be provided to the family because it's a fact that like they have no other option but to just believe in the judicial system because that is the only thing that they can say right now. But they're like composed. They want the justice to be delivered soon enough.
Hmm.
But
So-
they're very devastated. So we don't provoke them too much to say a lot of things. But it's very saddened to talk with the parents regarding all these things. But they have a belief that justice will be served.
But even
Indian Medical Association president and other leaders went to his home, went to her house and consoled the parents. And they promised all kind of support, a thorough inquiry into this, their daughter, and also all relief measures, everything they assured. Subsequently, today, he appeared in the press and expressing some kind of dissatisfaction about the ongoing inquiry. So that is also has been seriously taken by the government and the CBI and also the court. So it is very, very important that we will have to assure the parents today that there will be a very impartial inquiry, the truth will be out, and the culprits, real culprits will be really punished. This is our main motto today, and the Indian Medical Association is working towards that.
So now let's talk about your protest. Has it yielded any positive results?
Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely it is all India protest, and we have nearly 4 to 5 lakhs of doctors in India, and 70,000 hospitals, and all of them
70,000 hospitals.
Yes, yes. And in addition to that, there are many more government hospitals are there. Everybody joined the strike. There was a great impact. I should even say that because of this strike only, Supreme Court has come forward to take this case suo motu. That is one big impact because of the strike. And now the focus is so much that the CBI inquiry will be very, very, very transparent because everybody is watching. Every citizen of India is watching. So we have raised this issue to all India to this extent that that justice will be definitely prevail at the end.
So, but after the justice, I mean, after they have been able to, provide this justice that everybody is looking for, what support system do you think needs to be provided to the family? The only child has left. I am sure that this was a child that they really thought could come change the face of the family. Now she's gone. What support system do you think the government would provide to families like that of this late doctor?
See, there are two things, fall out of this particular crime. One is that it's a general outcome that we all very much now risen to the level that this will not repeat again. So we take all the measures because this sacrifice of by this particular doctor should not go in vain. So we want to have something concrete. so that we will protect all the other female residents. That is one part. Second part is the state government, central government all announce some relief, kind of announce some sum of rupees to the family. And the most important third thing, as I said, that the justice should be delivered. And the real culprit should be given a capital punishment so that this will not repeat again.
Okay.
I agree with Dr. Hassan, with this matter. So the fact is that the family was provided with compensation by the government, but they denied that. They only want justice for their daughter and show that other doctors and other citizens don't face the similar kind of thing in the future. That is their only demand. That is very much human from them to not accept the money and to want the justice. That is what their standpoint, and we respect them for this. A very much high amount of respect.
So what measures will you take to ensure that safety and security of especially female doctors, particularly those working in isolated or, I mean,
There are two,
areas?
there are two types of measures. Through two systems, we have tools. One is judiciary, that we want to enact a new law with a stringent measure. So whoever enters the hospital to attack the people who are the doctors and staff working there should get maximum punishment. This law we are trying to get. Another system where we are working the National Medical Commission, which is the controlling body of all the medical colleges, medical college hospitals in this country. So we already represented and talked to them that if there is no security for the doctors, particularly working in odd hours, particularly working long hours, if there is no security provided by means of ACC, there are lots of guidelines already are existing, CCTVs in workplaces and security, good lighting of corridors, good retiring room, good toilet facilities, already all there. If these guidelines are not followed, then the license of that particular medical college should be cancelled. This is one big demand we have given to the NMC, that is a National Medical Commission, which is giving license to all the medical college hospitals.
Thank you so much. Your final words, Dr. Mondol, and I'll come back to you, then we'll finish it. Yes.
Regarding this issue, so I agree with you. Like we want a permanent solution to this. A law that provides that every kind of, like in many hospitals also, there are residents working. A lot of residents, so out of context actually. Like all residents are working, but many places they're not even a proper hospital facility for the residents to stay. So these kind of things, basic needs of the residents or the other doctors or the all hospital staff, I'm not saying residents, all hospitals, then proper drinking water facilities, proper washroom facilities, then proper rooms to rest, proper schedule of work schedule. Like if a doctor is working or doctor or nurse, anybody, is working for more than 12 hours, she or he is mentally exhausted and they are not able to like get good decisions. That is a proven fact. Like different studies have been done to prove this fact. So it is an utmost need that the condition of these hospitals should be improved so that there's a workable condition there. Because this workplace and how you work, this kind of laws should be passed that will help the doctors. Not only in India, I suppose, like all over the world. This should be the thing. Because doctors everywhere are stressed. They are like stress is so much high. A burnout among doctors is a very common thing. Very common thing. Even if it's like other countries also. Same situation. Doctors are overburdened with the work. Any kind of work. Either even if the patient load is less, then also they have to do a lot of paperwork. This paperwork, then the legal issues, everything. So this is very difficult for like all healthcare workers to like get a proper amount of sleep and have a good life regardless of the duty hours. So this overall balance in the life is very important, not only for doctors, for every kind of workers out there. This work-life balance should be a main thing. It should be incorporated in every country. The workplace balance should be there. Work life is like devastated. You cannot stress yourself out and provide a better healthcare. That cannot be. That has never been. So because if the amount of doctors patient ratio is very high, doctors may not give good decisions. That will hamper the healthcare. And also the like it will message for all people, like doctors are already burnout, sisters are burnout. So they should also be compassionate towards the workers. And there should be a law, because people at the end of the day, the people are animals only. We are social animals. We have to remember that we are animals. There is a word animal in there. Social is there, but animal is also there. So animalistic behavior will come out of people at any time. When they're angry, they will try to challenge the doctors. Only law and order and the fear of the law and order will able to put people in a normalcy. Otherwise, there will always be violence. So
Mm.
law and order, like, is the utmost thing that we can depend on.
Okay,
Because
Dr.
if people fear, then if
Okay.
people fear, there's some consequences will be there. There is grave consequences. They will not do that thing. And if they know that, that's the thing. You
Okay.
got it right.
Right. Dr. Hazard?
Yeah, this particular incident, or I would rather say this particular sacrifice by a female doctor exposed what is the kind of situation. Now the people are made to understand that how risky our doctors are working around the clock, 24/7 to save lives, risking their own lives. This is an important learning or a kind of experience for all the citizens across the country today. They all now realize that the doctors are working, saving lives 24/7 by risking their life. How unsafe their working places are. These two are the main important things that are given to the people to understand, and the people have realized. I think this is one big opportunity for us all people, all stakeholders concerned, join together and then prevent such kind of incidents. This is one important thing, idea, goal in front of all of us in India today.